Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a super easy Mauritian street food snack called Gato Piment. Gato Piment basically is translated to chili cake, Gato meaning cake in French, Piment meaning chili, and they're basically similar to a falafel, but in my opinion better than a falafel. They are incredibly crispy and crunchy. There's just a few simple ingredients, so I'm just going to show you how to do this. First things first is make sure you get the right type of pulse. So we use yellow split peas and they look like this, not to be confused with chana dal. Chana dal is actually chickpeas. Yellow split peas are normal peas which have just had the shells removed and everything. So it's these ones, and according to my prices, the yellow split peas are cheaper. So yay. So yeah, we don't need that. So we're just going to do the yellow split peas. We've got some coriander. We're going to use garlic, but that's optional. So in here, I've allowed the yellow split peas to soak up, well, ideally overnight if you want. You can speed up the process. So sometimes I add boiling water to the yellow split peas, and I leave it to sit for 2 hours, and that sort of helps to make them bloom. So they should sort of look like this afterwards. Kind of slightly crunchy enough to be able to press in between your fingers. So a bit like that. But yeah, you can do that for 24 hours or my speedy method. I've got a spring onion. Obviously this one's massive. I'm just going to take a bit of the green. I'm using turmeric, and I've got some salt, and I'm just going to show you what kind of chilies I like to use as well. So these are the kind of dry chilies that I like to use. They're the long dried chilies. They're normally Kashmiri chilies, which have been dried. These ones are really, really delicious. So I'm going to use these, and they've still got their, you can hear they're quite crunchy. They've still got their seeds in them, as you can see. And these are the ones we're going to use, okay? So I'm just going to chop my spring onions. And just leave those to one side. And then I'm going to take my coriander and do exactly the same. And as you can see here, I've got the stalk, the coriander stalk, don't worry. That's got loads of flavour, so you want to keep that involved in our Gato Piment. And then I'm going to take just one clove of garlic. These are quite big, so I'm just going to take one small one, press it down, and then open it. Just like that. And then here we've got our chilies. Just going to take the tops off. And I'm just going to use 2 chilies because I don't actually have a lot of the yellow split peas. There should be enough to make about 30. And that's it. Okay, so I've just drained the yellow split peas. As you can see, I've put them straight into my food processor. I've got an Easy Prep Pro by Cuisinart, which I love because it's really compact. And here I've kept the juice, so the soaking water from the split peas. And we're just going to grind them. Now, it's really important to know how far to grind them. You're looking for kind of lumpy mashed potatoes. So I'm going to show you. This is where most people go wrong with Gato Piment. So we're going to grind now. So if you can see, it's gone quite ground, but it's getting quite dry in there. So I'm going to add a little bit of liquid to that. And then we're going to grind again. Right, so that's perfect. So if you can see, we've got some big lumps in there, but the rest is coming together. And as you shape it, it turns into a ball. So a bit like that. So if you can see, let me just open it out so you can see. So you've got some bits in there and then some bits that are smooth. And these little crunchy bits, when they fry, they turn into kind of amazing crispy edges. So that is now perfect. Just like this. Let me show you again. I'm just going to spread that out so you can see. So you've got some bits, some chunks, and then some smooth bits. Okay, so in here we've got the coriander, spring onions, and the chilli and garlic. So I'm going to just tip this in, which is our ground yellow split peas. That goes straight in. And then to that we've got some turmeric. And then some salt as well. And then we just give this a good mix. Perfect. And then when we take a bit at a time, as you can see, it rolls up. So I've just added some oil to a pan and I've got my mixture just here. And we're just going to wait for the oil to get hot and then we can start frying. Okay, so the oil's now hot and we're just going to take a little bit and then just drop it in there. Right guys, I'm going to show you what they're like on the inside. So let's take one, break it in half. So soft and fluffy on the inside. And you literally just scoop up extra chili sauce to go with it. Hope you love this recipe guys. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share and wait for my other videos next week.